Hello, 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 and good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Oh, hold on, I can't see myself. So let me know if you see me. Okay, I see myself now. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. If it is not morning for you, good day. Happy Monday. It looks like it is a snow day for many of us. Ooh, where are my manners? I didn't ring the morning bell. I actually stayed up a little bit last night, trying to actually get a morning bell. There it is. We're gonna keep working on that. But hello everyone. Let's see who all is here. Oh, excuse me. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning, Ash. Welcome. Really, Sally? Really? Was that absolute necessary? Let's see. Okay, he moved. That was rude. But good morning, Ash. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Happy Monday. Are you having a snow day? Has the storm passed for you? What are we up to this morning? And Ash, you are first in the parlor. Well, you were first in the parlor, so go ahead. If you haven't already, claim your first spot. Next, we have Abby. Good morning, Abby. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. Then we have Nicole. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. Abby, just watching, no volume at the moment. I'll be here chatting. All right, so I will say hi to you in the chat. Hi, Abby, and good morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Nicole, good morning. It's a snow day for everyone else in the house, but I'm still working from home. You know, that is one thing that I do remember when I worked fully remote. Uh, the snow days didn't hit the same. There were only a few instances where if there was a snow day, but I did have in office colleagues who actually worked on site, and it was like, okay, well, 3/4 of the team is out, so I guess it's a snow day for all of us. But that was really, really rare. And so I know that feeling. Well, hopefully it is a slow work from home day for you, all the same, Nicole. Ash is saying hi to everyone. Enjoy your lurk. I hope it's a regular lurk and not a work lurk, by the way, Ash. But thank you for popping in all the same. How cute was little Nick is actually a streamer. We just don't know it. Nick doesn't know it, but yeah, he's a streamer. The NYC, she's just the figurehead. Mom's just the figurehead because he's a minor, but it's actually his. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I am all caught up. Good morning, everyone. We are gonna have a very quiet, chill, slow day in the parlor, slow morning in the parlor. Just gonna keep decorating. If you were here yesterday, I'm just gonna go ahead and water these flowers that are smoking behind me. So I almost never see dried flowers. One of the reasons I gathered all my flowers in my biomes was one, so I could actually find the dry flowers. The other reason is just I didn't like them spawning all over the place. But since I no longer needed to collect an abundance of them, this was the easiest way for me to actually see if they need to be watered, because I would almost always miss them because it would be raining. However, when they're gathered together like that, I can absolutely see them smoking like you just saw them behind me. So get that out of the way. Get some things from Christoph really quickly. No onyx here. Let's see if we have some moonstones lying around. Yeah, today we're going to pick up where we left off with the... Any smoking flowers over here? No. We're gonna pick up where we left off with the enchanted forest house because I did absolutely nothing after stream. I closed the game and that is it. So there was no off-stream decorating. I just didn't have it in me for the rest of the day. And so yeah, you guys will see exactly where we left off. and we were actually going to start another room, so that's where we're going to start on that stream. I feel like I should have another chest somewhere. And I am loving that I don't have to go in furniture mode. I could also just run around. That is very, very lovely. As you're coming in, do not forget to check your sugar cube balances, exclamation point sugar. See how you are faring in the parlor. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see who is leading in sugar cubes. And then you can also do your daily redemptions. See the tea menu. What tea are you drinking today? See the treat menu. What treat are you having with your tea? It being as cold as it is everywhere, a warm beverage is necessary. Absolutely necessary today. So get a warm beverage from the tea menu. I really need to actually change that menu to cafe and not tea. I knew I was forgetting something, but alas, exclamation point tea and then exclamation point treat to get yourself started and settled in the parlor. And then we have our paid redemptions that you can get with your sugar cubes if you can afford it. Yep, I knew there was another one. I think, okay, I know once upon a time we used to get up to three. It's been a very long time since I've seen three at once, but I'm gonna see if today that is the case. All right, so leading the pack, we have Cozy Core get 1,750 sugar cubes, Crest 1,475, me, Javs, New, rounding out the top five, and then Dom, Flower Loki, Topher, Tiger Lily, and Nick. You made it back in the top 10. See, there's always a shakeup in the parlor. So that are the what's the word I'm looking for? Current standings. Let us see where we end by the end of stream. I do have a sort of hard stop today because we do not have a snow day over here. So my daughter will be going to school. So today we may be able to go maybe 2.5 hours. Definitely not longer than that. So we'll definitely try to shake a leg. I just think we still get 3 chests. And I know even though I was logging in these past couple of days, I wasn't looking for my chest. I was going to Scrooge. Obviously on the stream I was decorating with you guys. And that's it. That's all. So just looking to see if that 3 chest rule still holds. And then we will head to, what's that place? Wisp Blossom Ranch. Check out the Scrooge store if anyone wants to do exclamation point Scrooge. See what my chances are today. Let's see. The beach seems so much bigger when it's empty. Okay, I don't see another chest. No big. And I'm not so pressed that I'm gonna go into furniture mode to find it. Yeah, no biggie. Alright, cool. Alright, now we are going to head over to Wish Blossom Ranch. So what is everyone working on this morning? Who isn't working? What are we doing with our snow day? So 67% having a snow day so far. Yep. So what are we doing with our snow day if we're not lurking at the moment? Oh, let me grab my resources. And I will go ahead and drop that. Okay, according to today, there is a 60% chance Scrooge finally put something elegant on the shelves. Okay, there's a lot of optimism there. I receive and claim that 60%. After I receive and claim my fish and flowers. Alright. Let's go shopping. So I know I have a few items that I have not received yet from Wish Blossom Ranch. It's up here. Okay, I'll just get it. Top of the list being the Wish Blossom flower. I actually don't know what else I'm missing. Nothing else is really jumping out to me. Because I haven't really looked at the wiki. Oh, I didn't even know there was a cover that I was missing. So look at that. We did get a new item today. Well, look at that. Alright, we got one new item. Nothing to sneeze at. I use this chair a lot, so I'm just gonna, and I use this table pretty often. And I believe I was low on one of these cabinets. So we're just gonna go ahead and buy this one because it's here. I like buying things that I know I use pretty often from the platforms because it doesn't count towards my daily shopping limit for the day, that daily 1000. So I do occasionally like to get the items from there because I don't know if it's going to be a day where I need my full 1000. So just in case, that is why I like to do that. Let me bring the mic closer to me. I feel far. I think you guys hear me just fine, but just to be on the safe side. Here we go. So I debated whether or not to do some grinding or finish decorating. I decided to go with the decorating because the design is still kind of on my mind from when we started yesterday. However, if I'm able to return this evening, I think we're just going to do a resource grind ASMR. I haven't done a resource grind in a very long time. And I'm not low on resources. Wow, that's hard. However, I don't really know if I'm low on resources because I haven't begun decorating in mass as of yet. It's been a while, especially for those things that we do the most crafting of, like pathing and fencing and things like that. So I just want to make sure I'm as fully stocked as I can be. Also, I forgot to mention yesterday, I did finish the changeover for this room. Really completely out of my element. So the video for this is ready. So that'll be out this week. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. But I did have fun making this seasonal room because we have so many heart-coded items because of the Queen of Hearts, Alice in Wonderland. So that was a lot of fun. Alright, let's drop off some things just so my pockets are a little bit lighter. Nothing too crazy. I'm not even gonna do the full round of the, I forgot, what is that, softwood or darkwood? Yes. I'm not even gonna do the full round of all the biomes. Again, just kind of in the interest of time, and also I'm simply not interested. I simply don't have it in me to run around my map. Sometimes I do, today I don't. And that is okay. Okay. Alright, gems, fish, and flowers. 3, 4, and 5 respectively. And I think this one's actually already full again. Yeah, so actually, since I already have 2 chests that are both filled with, what are these called? The pyrite and the honeycomb stones. Instead of having them mixed in the 2 chests, probably off stream, I'm gonna separate them in just 1 pyrite and 1 honey. Keep that nice and clean. Oh, do need to do that. And let's drop off some flowers. Coco, good morning. How are you? Naturally, Coco. We're having a snow day. Has the storm passed? How are we doing today? Happy Monday to you. All right, let us skedaddle. You will be lurking. Oh, Corgi. Oh, Corgi. Wait. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. I was hoping you were going to be here. Okay, so I created all the share stuff for my spreadsheet. And it actually did still have my information in it. However, as what is that? As an alternative, I do have it in the stream. So I did at least want to give, I mean, everyone, not just Corgi. But Corgi is who was top of mind. A look at when I talk about my spreadsheet. So this is just a copy of my spreadsheet. But when I talk about my spreadsheet, this is what I am referring to. So I have all the houses listed. Let me just make sure you guys see what I see. You do. Wonderful. And just where they're from. And I use, it's not, okay, I gotta fix that. Things are popping up on my computer. There we go. Where I place them, what I've themed them, if I even own them, and if they are decorated. On my version, there is an additional column for whether or not I made a mood board for them, and that is because I mood board. Then I have all the character houses and whether or not they're placed and decorated and where they are. And then I have a third tab with all the biomes. And why is my cursor doing that? Huh. Anyway, what's supposed to pop up here, for some reason you guys aren't seeing it, is essentially a drop down of all the houses, so I know, okay, these are the buildings that I have in the plaza, these are the buildings I have here, there, and everywhere. So this is the spreadsheet. Like I said, I created the share link and tested it with myself in private mode, as well as my best friend. And what I thought I had figured out, I hadn't figured out. So, but I did want you to see it, Corgi. I mean, you guys too. But Corgi, you were top of mind, so I hope even in your lurk you were able to see that. But if not, yes. Just so you know, I didn't forget about you. But just so you guys know, when I'm talking about my spreadsheet, then yes, that is how meticulous I am with it. Something so unserious, but it scratches a necessary brain itch. All right, back to this. Enjoy your lurk, corgi. I hope you heard all that. I hope you saw all that. Happy Monday. Your office is still closed. So it's a day of gaming for me. Congratulations, Coco. I love that for you. Happy gaming. What are we playing today? It is very, very handy, Abby. So I just finished the most recent update to it. I had to add all the Wish Blossom Ranch biomes, all the new houses from this update. Thankfully, the leakers do a very good job at giving us names, and they are nearly almost always accurate. I can really only think of one update in terms of houses where something was predicted slash leaked and it never came out. Um, and actually, Game Life ended up changing the house altogether or something like that. Not twice, actually, that happened. Once they changed the house, the second time it was like pushed back multiple times. But otherwise, I'm able to really stay on top of it. And because we get a lot of houses, and I always forget where I put them if I have them. So this comes in very handy for me indeed. Yep. I really shouldn't make one like it because I can never remember where I put my houses. See? Oh, okay. I hope you heard all that, Abby, because you have your headphones now. Out and about and didn't think anyone would want to hear what I'm watching. Fair. Fair. Even if it is me. But yes, okay. So yes, that is my handy dandy spreadsheet. It, like I said, really saves me, especially when I'm in the thick of my decorating. All right, we're gonna head back to the house that we were working on. Speaking of decorating, it really helps me know whether or not I did it, whether or not I bought it, whether or not I placed it, because I for sure have had houses just like I bought them, or if it was a star path bonus house, I claimed it or whatever, and it just sitting in my storage, and I forget it's there. So yeah, this has been, I want to say, I've had it for about a year since I completed it. Almost a year. I think I finished it last spring, and then I just been working on it ever since. All right. Ooh, playing Infinity Nikki and Assassin's Creed. I've been getting back into my Nikki, like actually questing and not just going in and claiming my things. Um, I am, now that I'm doing the quest, the story's not really jazzing me up. However, I am loving the new map. The more I explore it, unlock the new resources and things, I'm still getting used to the interface. Essentially, 2.0 for me has felt like I've started a brand new Infinity Nikki, as if I was at like day zero from when it came out. What was that? In 2024. Um, but I like it so far. It's just, it's getting some used to. Um, but I am enjoying it. Again, the story, I'm not moved one way or another, but I am enjoying it. So I hope you are enjoying it too, Coco. Topher, good morning. Happy Monday, Topher. How are you? I'm pretty sure you're like me and not having a snow day. Like the storm didn't pass where you are, but correct me if I am wrong. And how are you doing today? So Topher did a very fun Lego build last night, the Tavern After Dark. It was extremely satisfying. Just I enjoy building Legos. It's something my daughter and I do. And sometimes I'll just watch her build Legos. So that was really fun just watching someone else build Legos. How are you today though, Topher? 75 degrees and clear. Yep, that's what I thought. It is very cold where I am, but we didn't have the storm. So this is where we left off yesterday. Like I said, I did not come back into this room after the stream, so I didn't do any additional detailing or anything. I really just, like I said, didn't have it in me for the rest of the day. And so today we're gonna just pick up in the next room. It was this one. Yes, it was this one. Let's see here. Yes, Topher is here. I need to finish Nikki Quest. It looks like another big update is coming. Did you see their live stream yesterday? I did not. My daughter watched it. She was super geeked. She gave me the cliff notes. Today I'm gonna watch. I have about 3, 4 kind of go-to Infinity Nikki creators. Tanny Games. Sarah has a Nikki account. Another creator, Hamster Buttocks, and Moon Sugar something. Barb's Corner 5. I rely on those people to tell me what's in the live streams. And my daughter. So I did not watch it, but I could tell that it was massive. And so I'm gonna get the cliff notes from everyone. And that is a part why I was like, oh, I want to do my quest. And not just like I feel like I need to catch up. I actually want to kind of just clear my quest list. I want to understand more of the story of this new map. 2.2 looks like it's shaping up to be a big one, like you said. So we'll see. And I don't want to be overwhelmed by any of that. Corgi, are you unlurking? Oh, okay. No, back to your work. Okay. But Corgi, can you just confirm if you saw the spreadsheet that I just showed? And then enjoy your work lurk. All right. Okay. Let us. So, if you were here yesterday, then let me go back in this room. We rolled the die. We landed on the enchanted forest house. So that's the house that we're in. It's one of the few houses that I had zero mood board for, zero theme for. And so we landed. It was actually James that gave me the really great idea, kind of like old school, storybook vibes. Hansel and Gretel. Not leaning into the candy, but just kind of like that storybook, old school fairy tale vibes. So that's where we landed on. So this is kind of the living, sitting area. And then I'm going to make this one the dining area. I was tempted to make the room smaller. Actually, I think I should, because when you make it smaller while things are in it, it gets rid of everything. But if I make it too small and decide I need it bigger, it won't delete the things. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now, because I can make it bigger if necessary without losing anything. But if I start and realize, wow, this is not as cozy and intimate as I want it to feel, I'm gonna lose everything, and that's gonna piss me off. All right, so again, we are in this house strictly vibes. No plan has been made, but we at least now have a general theme. I know I still wanted to have, again, that very lived in store. Oh, I should have bought more of this cabinet. I don't think I'll need it in this room though, or this house really. So at least for the time being, I'll be fine. But I was also coming to the floor section, not the wall section. I don't think I'm gonna carry that same mossy floor in here, but I definitely want something that kind of, for lack of a better word, has some character, a little bit more character than the just regular wood floors. So let's see what we have. I definitely don't use that floor a lot. The wintry wood. Let me keep that in my mind for somewhere else. Guys, as you come in, do not forget, check your sugar cube balances. Exclamation point sugar. There's been a lot of shakeups in the top 5, top 10 in the past 48 hours. So it's anybody's game, unless you're trying to get number 1 and 2. It's you 1, 2, and 3. Corgi, Crest, and I clearly aren't moving. However, I did get the wonderful idea yesterday, inspired by Nicole. I'm not doing anything with my sugar cube, so I will use it as a sort of random giveaway purse. Just as the mood strikes me, give it away for whatever. I think I'm going to. No, I'm not loving the nails in that one. I think I'm gonna stick to the one that I had. Hold on, I do want to look at this one. it wasn't so shiny, I would have picked that one. Ash is back. Our wonderful guardian of the vibes is back. Welcome back, Lash. Wow, words are hard. Welcome back, Ash. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, Corgi. I actually do have, I have a tea this morning. My husband got me a honey citron tea, and it has a little bit of ginger in it, and that is warming my bones and my heart. So thank you. Yeah, that's that gonna be new parlor lore, Lash. Thanks, Abby. Yep, that happened. All right, so I think I like that floor. Um, let's see what wallpaper. Okay, we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. No. I do know I want something that has some sort of like wainscoting. What's the word I'm looking for? Beadboard. Oh, the green version of this one. Let me just go take a little peek, see where that is. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the same color story. So the main room was basically red, green, and brown. That was the color story for the main room. Ooh, this wallpaper and this flooring are not vibing. One of these things is not like the other. Um, one of these things does not belong. And it's the flooring. I think it's gonna have to be the flooring that goes. But let's just, yeah. Because I actually really like the wallpaper for what I think this room should look like. No, Corey, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it was a message. So then you probably didn't hear when I said it. So I created the share link, um, tested it with myself, tested it with my best friend, and my identity is still in there. However, I did put it up on stream because I did at least want you to get an idea. Um, I did a little bit of troubleshooting. I think I'm gonna have my husband take a look at it because he is pretty good with that cyber stuff. Kind of what I did wrong. However, just quick intermission, guys. This is the spreadsheet. Um, with all of the houses. So that's what I was hoping you saw, Corgi, just in the stream. So it is ready to share. Um, it's blank because this is not my version. This is the shareable version. So it has the drop downs from like where the house is from, where you might have placed it. If you're like me, you do themes. I just deleted my mood board column because I think I might be the only person that's that neurotic. No need to apologize, Corgi. No need to apologize. And then check if I own it, if I decorate it. Same thing for, I don't have an own because if you have the character, you own their house kind of thing. But this is all the character houses. So in case anyone was unsure, we have 47 character houses. So between character houses and premium shop houses, I don't know, 47, and our default house, just basically in houses in general, 47.95. That's about 142 thereabouts. 142 buildings that we could have across our maps. A lot of buildings. And then all the biomes with drop downs of like what buildings you put in said biomes. I created like 5 slots, but obviously, more could be added. Because now that, one building could live in more than one place. So I had to add the Wish Blossom Ranch. I had to add all the new islands. But yes, that is the spreadsheet, Corgi. So that is what I'm gonna have my husband take a look at and figure out what I did wrong. Love you down, but I gotta protect my identity. So that is the spreadsheet though, Corgi. All right, let's see here. I may disappear randomly because I'm doing a mini day trip today with a bit of traveling. So Wi-Fi's in and out. Well, safe travels. Fun trip, I hope, and not like, you know, a work trip or something like that. I hope it is a fun trip. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope it is safe. We'll be here for a little bit. So yeah, pop in as you can, Abby. Ooh, what is, hold on, I didn't see what everyone's having today. All right, Ash is having a hibiscus rose. I successfully grew hibiscus and I am so pleased with myself. So love that for you. Let's see. We're checking our sugar cube balances. And Corgi also having hibiscus rose. Are you having tea with Ash? Or is Streamlabs being lazy today? One of the two. All right, let's get back into this. I think it's the floor that's gonna have to change because yeah, this has more red undertones than I care for. So I might even have to just be okay with the wow, that's so shiny. Was that always so shiny? Was that always? I feel like it wasn't always that shiny. I don't know. Nope, don't love that. Wow. Is it just me or are all of these textures way brighter, shinier, more vibrant than their thumbnails? Or do I need to get my prescriptions checked? Or is it maybe I decorate at night a lot? Maybe I'm just not used to seeing these things in their full vibrancy. Okay, I think I like this marble checker situation. Um, ooh, another hibiscus, but it is a winterberry hibiscus. Ooh, very nice, very nice. And Topher is having a Genovese mint. Ooh, we love mint around here, so glad you were pleased, Topher. My go-to is definitely mint. I am for sure a mint girly. Whether it's just the mint tea, a mint latte, love a mint latte moment. You know, actually, news night here. Yesterday, New asked me what's my go-to item. This door is definitely on that list. But it works. It works in so many different environments. Mint is also something I have successfully grown, but I've been growing that for a while. Hibiscus was a new one. So very pleased with my little herb garden. Excited for it to stop being cold so I can actually put it outside. All right. Okay, yeah, I'm pleased with this combination way more than the previous one. And let's see what to do on the ceiling. You know, it's crazy. The warmth that I wanted from it for the floor, it's doing it just fine on the ceiling. Yet on the floor, it was a lot more reddish. Let's see. When I walk into this room, don't love that ceiling. I mean, it's the ceiling, but I think it's okay if we try to do better. No, that got worse. Let me see how this one look again. That's actually better. All right, let's go in the other room and then walk back in. Yeah. Okay. This is our dining area. However, I want to start with the armoire. I wish we had this in a darker wood. AC&H definitely has me spoiled with the option to have the same item in recolors. That would come in so handy. And I don't even need a ton of colors. Just give me like 2 additional basic versions. So in the same way, like you see with our flooring, there's the light wood, the medium wood, and the dark wood. For things that are wood in the game, and they do it with like the dressers, right? And some of those like base game Scrooge items. I wish they did that with like these more, because they're still Scrooge items. I wish they did it with the more exclusive items as well, though. I might end up making a built-in. I'm just gonna put this here. A built-in armoire with those pieces if what I'm looking for doesn't exist. Oh, I think I want to use this in the living room. We'll come back to that. How am I already at the bottom of my storage menu? Oh, my lantern. Clearly not as many pieces as I thought we had. I wish the vivid dresser, although I thought it did, had a corresponding. Did I make that up, or does it simply not exist in the storage section? All right, we're filtering. Part of the trip this morning is a ferry ride, and in my opinion, nothing is more relaxing than looking at the ocean while watching some DDV. You know, you're onto something. However, so I've been, speaking of ferries, I've been in a ferry maybe twice, 3 times in my life. As an adult, though. So, as a child, I did not know how ferries functioned, operated, especially the ones when you drive onto them. Like I'd been on a boat before, but not a ferry. So like Staten Island ferry, like that kind of thing, right? This was a couple of years ago. I was gonna go visit someone and it involved a ferry ride. I was just following the GPS. It didn't register to me that it involved a ferry ride on the GPS. Just for whatever reason, it didn't click in my brain that that part of the route was a ferry. I saw the water and I just assumed it was a bridge or something. And I'm going down the road, and I get to kind of where the whatever that thing is called, like the terminal or whatever. And it's they're diverting people to different lanes, and I can clearly tell I'm no longer on a street. And it took me, I want to say maybe like 2 whole minutes to realize I'm in my car on a boat. I started freaking out. I was in the car by myself. No one was with me to calm me down. I called my husband and I was like, babe, am I supposed to be on a boat? He was like, I thought you were driving. And I was like, exactly. He was like, wait, what do you mean? So I explained to him. He was like, oh yeah, to get to there, take the ferry. He knew this. He assumed I knew this. I'd never been on a ferry. And so at this point, people have parked. I don't see what I'm looking for, and I'm getting very sad, by the way. At this point, people have parked. They, are getting out their cars to look at the view and stretch their legs and do their things because they've clearly done this before. And say they know exactly what they signed up for. And they're going to vending machines or whatever. I am in my car, hands at 10 and 2, nails digging into the steering wheel, freaking out. No, so we just leave our cars on the boat. It was it was really unnerving. I ended up having to do it two more times. Um, one more time um, by myself. The other two times I thankfully wasn't by myself. But coming back, thankfully there was a local route that did not involve the ferry. It simply just took me 3-ish hours to get back home. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, so ever since then, while I do understand the sentiment of the relaxation, Abby, um, that is a core memory in my head. And so I hear ferry and I think, oh, I'm panicking in my car. Okay, yeah, I think I'd rather just do this built-in situation. Because what I want doesn't actually exist in the game. Can I go one up without there being a gap? Nope, there's the gap. All right, we're gonna just keep it here. Okay, that was my little random unsolicited story time. You're welcome. Tecarista, welcome in, welcome in. Tecarista, did you hit the 2K? I haven't actually gone to like your main feed. I just go to whatever live you're doing at that moment. Did you hit your 2K? And how are you today? Are you having a snow day? How is Monday treating you? Yeah, no, I got nervous. I mean, I get irrationally nervous at certain things, Abby, but I think had I known that was a thing that was going to happen on that drive, and everyone seemed to know about me, like where I was going, they knew. Um, I think everyone just assumed it's something that everyone knows. And I was like, nope, not this girl. Next time, give me a full rundown of whether or not I will actually be on a body of water in my car on a boat and said boat is crossing the water. I need that to be explicitly said to me next time. Yep. So that was fun. Um, yeah, I was terrified, and all manners of terror was running through me, Coco. So there's the terror of the water, right? And just I'm in the middle of this body of water. There are hundreds of cars on this boat. Like my brain does not register that. And I know that's a thing that can happen. My husband is military, and so I know that planes can get on boats and all. Like I understand that logically I know this can happen, but my brain has a really hard time reconciling a mode of transportation on another mode of transportation. And then there's the terror. I watch a lot of absurd action movies. So and then there's the terror of, so you want me to walk away from my car and then walk through rows and rows of other cars to get to somewhere to like look at the view or go to the uh, vending machine or whatever. I don't know who's lurking behind that other car. No, I don't know who's gonna drive off with my car. What if I just don't remember where my car is? Oh, I should also add, there was just another little fun layer to the terror. Is this the middle? I was the first car. So when we boarded, I was the first car in my lane, which means my car was at the front of the boat. So there was that also that fear of like, oh, if this tips forward, I'm the first one rolling off. Yay. So yeah, there were layers to my fear. And I absolutely, what could have just been like about an hour and a half drive back, absolutely doubled it and took every local route that involved zero bodies of water. Worth it. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I am back. My Minnie just woke up, so I was just checking in with her. Um, you have not yet, so everyone drop everything. Even though I'm pretty sure everyone here may already be subscribed, should already be subscribed to Decorista. If you are not, please go do that. We are trying to get her to 2,000 subscribers. If you like it here, you'll love it there. She actually also just started playing Heartopia. So I'm really just sitting on these bleachers by myself, just swinging my feet, watching everybody play their little Heartopia. But she did just start playing Heartopia in addition to DDV and Palia and Sims and just decorating in general. So if you have not subscribed to Decorista, drop everything. Feel free to open another tab, leave the stream, do what you need to do. Just please come back. And go subscribe to her and get her there, please and thank you. 25 away. I think it's always when you're that close that it feels the furthest. 25? Are there 25 of us in here? There aren't, but still. And on that note, thank you for the 11 likes, everyone. Thank you for joining me this Monday morning. Okay, we got our lighting. We got our built-in armoire. Should I go all the way up to the ceiling? I don't even think I can, but let's see if I can at least get to the molding. No. All right, so let me just leave an intentional big gap. Yeah, that works for me. Let's look for a table. So yeah, I feel like when you're that close, that's when it feels the furthest. But yeah, let's get her there. Thank you again for the 11 likes. I haven't even liked my own stream, guys. Wow. Well, how could I expect y'all to like it if I haven't liked it? I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real soon. Again, thank you for spending your Monday morning with me and doing a little bit of random vibes only decorating with me. I won't tell you the story then of when we had to drop the anchor one. Nope, keep that to yourself, Abby. Thank you. Please and thank you. No, don't need that. I mean, I don't plan on getting on any ferries. I barely go to the mailbox. However, I'd just like to not know that. I shan't, Nicole. I don't know. Listen, I appreciate your conviction. I will not be doing that. Oh, Coco, you do not play Heartopia either. Wonderful. We can hang out on the bleachers together. Topher, are you still here? I don't think you play Heartopia, or did I make that out? Heartopia really did. You nailed it, Abby. Right, drop mics. Right, drop mics. Sheesh. In the chat. If you are still hearing me, it looks like I lost a little bit of connection and then reconnected. Let me know if you still connection and then reconnected. Let me know if you still hear me. Infinity Nikki. It was ooh, I don't use this one nearly enough. Yeah, we're gonna go with you. Everyone was playing that game, and I think that it still would have been as and it is still popular. I guess just in my orbit, last summer was the huge turning point for Infinity Nikki. Just one of their updates wasn't completely up to snuff, and then I think it was also really overwhelming for a lot of people, and so combination of overwhelming content, an over abundant number of glitches and bugs, and I think it's been slow to recover from that summer. Yes, it is absolutely what Heartopia is giving right now, where everyone and their mama and their grandmama is playing that game, except me and Coco. So let's see here. I saw something about AC and age. Oh, I didn't get to see the end of Nicole's last ACNH stream, but she's looking like a pro. Okay. And this is coming from someone who's an actual ACNH pro. So high praise for you, Nicole. I don't feel like a pro, but I'm enjoying it. Honestly, that is really the point, right? Having fun. It's been a lot of fun watching you play. Yes, that for sure. Keto Jam Raid, welcome in, and also your link worked this time. Perfect, wonderful. I like when I fix things. Welcome in, Keto. How are you? Is it a snow day for you? Are you guys safe and warm from the storm? How is little Keto, Mr. Keto? How's everyone? Deb, welcome in, welcome in. How are you and the fam? Is it a snow day for you, for the kiddos? I know you have different age groups of your kiddos. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Piglet, how are you? And Jam herself, how are you, Jam? Oh, not me reading into myself. Let me just go ahead and close that. How was your DDV? I was caught off guard when I saw you playing DDV this morning. At least when I popped into like and lurk. I don't know why I expected you to be playing ACNH again. But how was stream? How are you? Is the storm passing through where you are? Are you cozy and warm? How are you feeling today? Mindy, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming with the raid. How are you? Lainey, how are you? Meg, how are you? Good morning, welcome in, welcome in. Varda, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Do no harm. How are you? It should I call you something else, or do you want me to just call you do no harm? I'm good with that too, if you're good with that. But how are you? Welcome in, welcome to the parlor. I think this is your first time in the parlor. Deb, it is a snow day. No public school is open in New York today. Congratulations, Mom. I feel like I missed something from Keto. Or no, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. No, I think I got everything. I thought there was a message that I might have missed. Um, mm, 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 mm. But no, okay, it looks like I'm all caught up. Jim, I am obsessed with the build that we did. We are all bunked in for the day. Wonderful. Snow day for the kiddos today also. Love that for everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe. Looks like everyone has power, so that makes me happy. And I'm glad you guys are choosing to spend some of your cozy, warm snow day with me. Guys, thank you for the 23 likes. Ow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, not just for emotionally liking the stream, but actually tapping the button because it makes a difference. Definitely slowly working my way towards becoming YouTube partner, which feels wild. So thank you so much for kind of being just part of that journey. Jam, do you need to go decompress, my dear? You have been on a tear, and I know you're going to be streaming again today. Do you need to go rest, hydrate, stretch, hug Milo, do all the things? um, yes, please go do what you need to do. But thank you so much for trusting me with your community, for coming in and hanging out. Lainey, I am well. How are you? How have you been? It's been some time. I know you usually come in with the raid, but it feels like it's been a while. Raiders, we are simply decorating today. Yesterday, we rolled the die to decorate one of my many undecorated premium shop houses. I own 72. I only now have 21 of them decorated. We did one last week. Yesterday we landed on the Enchanted Forest house. It was one of the few houses that I had no theme in mind for, no mood board done, nothing. And so we've just been going on vibes. Jinta, some of you may know her as DLV Mama, gave me the idea of a kind of like old school fairy tale, old school storybook, kind of like Hansel and Gretel. So I kind of used that of my launching point, and we're just in here on vibes. We did the living room yesterday, living slash sitting room yesterday. Take a little peek see. Some details still need to be added and such, but this is where we left off. We spent a lot of time fighting with these curtains, but I'm actually really happy with where we landed on this corner. And then here. And now we're working on the dining area, which I'm now thinking should just be kitchen and dining combined. Yeah, just kind of randomly came to me. So, yes, that is what you guys have come in on. That is what we are doing today. Some cozy indoor decorating. You go by Bree. Okay, perfect. So I can call you that. That is locked in. Do no harm is Bree. Well, welcome in. Welcome to the parlor. We are happy to have you. 25 likes, guys. Thank you so very very much. I like that number. That is a very nice number to start the week. I appreciate that. Yes, Jan, please go eat, chill, and play with Milo. Do all the things. Turn me off. Thank you again for always your support, for trusting me with your community. One of these days, I'm going to get you. I just need to see you're on the East Coast. And so for me to raid you, I have to like just not sleep the night before. But one of these days, I am going to get you. I promise you that. But thank you so much once again for trusting me with your community, for supporting the channel, being a friend of the parlor. It is deeply appreciated. I have been calling you back. Oh no. It happens to the best of us. As I like to say, charge it to your head, not your heart. It happens to the best of us. Um, Even just trying to, we always try. I like to think I can speak for most of us in this creator community. We definitely do our best to remember names, preferred names, and so. Oh, I want to use this in this house somewhere. Let's just drop it in another room so I don't forget it. So that's two things that I said I wanted to use, and I already forgot what the other thing was. E. But yes, I think I can speak for all of us when I say we do our best. And so when we get it wrong, it is absolutely not intentional. And then when you know better, you do better. So now we all know. Oh, you said back and I answered. Well, there it is. That also helps. All right, do we remember what the other thing is I said I wanted to use? Ah, see, I thought I could rely on my memory, and my memory failed me. I don't even remember what the category was, but alas. All right, let's see. Just looking at some chair options. But I think I am going to make this a combo kitchen and dining, like eat in kitchen. Yes, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I just want to find the right, actually, let's see. Where are the other wood dining chairs? Um, let's see how the medium looks. Again, just going off of vibes, not very clear direction, but you know it when you know it. Though that's the vibe, basically. I'll know it when I know it. This might also be the type of house where it's like the dining chairs don't all match. And we might end up going with two selections. Let's see. I feel like that wood chair though has a third shade. Let's see. Let's go back up. I don't hate this. It's formal, but not as formal as the other green one. I don't hate it. Yes, Stacy, I saw you. You might have missed me. But I did see when you came in. I said hi, I asked you how you were doing and if you were safe from the storm. if it's a snow day for you as well. Or has the storm not affected you? Did it pass? Yeah, let's see here. But yes, I saw you, Daisy. Am I excited, Meg? Am I? I don't think excited quite captures it. For those of you who do not know, for whatever reason, if it, there's a dark one. Thursday is the official premiere of season 4 of Bridgerton, season 4 slash book 3. If you are someone who's interested in the books, and I'm extremely excited. Okay, I think we can, because I am married to this table. So these two can go. I need to see the rest in person. Um, One of the main reasons I am really excited is because I've actually read this book. So I've read all the books now, but at the time that I watched seasons 1 through 3, I hadn't read any of the books. So I went in very, very blind. Um, so now I know exactly what this story is and the premise is. I know what's going to be true to the original literature, what's a Shondaland adaptation, kind of creative free reign. So I'm excited not just for the story, but just kind of having both those layers just to see how it plays out on the screen. Also, I am someone who I love making kind of actor actress connections as I watch things. Like I mentioned yesterday, after I finished Queen's Gambit, I realized, oh, this young woman was in Peaky Blinder. I love kind of just making those connections. I remember with Bridgerton, one of my favorite connections was, walk with me, guys. This is you're gonna have to follow along. Harry Potter, Minerva McGonagall, Maggie Smith in real life. She's also in Downton Abbey. Umbridge character from Harry Potter, also in Downton Abbey. Not a main character, but in it. Her real life husband, Umbridge's real life husband, is a main Downton Abbey character. And so I remember seeing these interactions, not knowing they were married, but I just thought it was more interesting that these two women feuded in Harry Potter and now they're feuding in Downton Abbey. Then I find out her real life husband's in Downton Abbey. Their real life daughter is in Bridgerton. And for whatever reason, my brain loves making these jumps between shows that I love. Turns out one of the new actresses in this season of Bridgerton is also a Harry Potter alum. The story this season is very Cinderella coded, and the actress playing the quote unquote stepmother is Cho Chang from Harry Potter. And so that is also giving me a little bit of glee. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. If you couldn't tell, basically. Are you excited, Meg? The answer to your question is yes. Very excited. Are you? The snow is still there for you, Daisy. Hopefully, you don't have to be in it. Hopefully, you are safe and warm and cozy. Are you doing any gaming today? Or do you have to be in the snow? I am doing well. Thank you for asking, Daisy. The storm didn't pass us here. It is very, very cold though. But otherwise, I am doing well. Good morning, Sussex. How are you? Okay, this one can go. This one can go. I think it's gonna come down to these two. Depending on what else I put in this room. So let's go and expand it. I love this chair so much. Oh, you know what? I'll probably like make it like a little bedside chair or something in the bedroom. There I go, trusting my memory. But let's go expand. Well, not yet. We're gonna make this kitchen. All right, let's look at what some of my options are for the kitchen. Good morning, sisters. How are you? How is the weather where you are? How are you feeling today? Happy Monday. Welcome in. Ooh, I almost knocked down my laptop. That would not have been fun. Oh, Brie, are you also a Bridgerton fan? Is that why you're so excited? Yeah. Meg, I got myself a Whistle Down t-shirt. I haven't read the books, but I want to. I just ordered the 4 prequel books. So I listened to all the books, so 1 through 8, as well as one of the prequels, the one about Violet herself. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend. I love audiobooks, so getting to hear that story, I think that would actually be one that would be really fun as like one of those immersive type of books they've been doing where different people act out all the voices as opposed to just the one narrator. I think Bridgerton would be a good candidate for that actually. But I thoroughly enjoyed all the books. I can say that my least favorite was Francesca's, not because it wasn't good, just I think the other ones were better. Actually, Gregory's, yeah, those two are tied for my least favorite. Ooh, excuse me. I loved Maggie in Downton Abbey. Just pure perfection. I'm also glad they didn't like draw out, what happened to her. Just they gave her a wonderful story. It was beautifully done. No notes. Miss her down. um, yeah. Okay. You too, Meg. Great. I do that with so many things I watch. Especially since I do a lot of. Let's look at what some of our oven options are. Especially since I do a lot of rewatches. I am always like, oh, that's where I know that face from, or um, they might have been kind of unknown to me when I first saw them in something. So what is his name? Killian, Peaky Blinders. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on his last name at the moment. It took me years to realize he's in Dark Knight, but I've rewatched the Dark Knight trilogy so many times. One day it just clicked, and I was like, oh, Tommy Shelby. So yes, and then especially when they have like real life relationship connections. I don't know, it's just very satisfying. I know I have more oven stove options. Do I not have a brown? Okay. Hold on. Actually, I want to let me clear the kitchen tag and then go to appliances. Let's do that. It is 6 degrees. That feels like progress. It is not in the negatives today. Um, so how does it feel though? How does the weather feel? Because sometimes it's like it's 6 feels like negative 100. I don't know. But how and also how are you? Next checking in on Sussex, Abby. Wow, that's cold to 6. Yeah. That would be negative 14 Celsius. Oh gosh, I forgot not all of us are in the same Celsius Fahrenheit. Yep, that's where you guys lose me. Oh, it is -4. So it's in the negatives for you, Abby, regardless of which scale you're on. Got it. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Yes, it does have a movie coming out, and I hollered when I saw the teaser, Coco. I am a big Tommy Shelby fan. Um, so there's that. Another random connection for anyone who wants it. The aunt from Peaky Blinders, Narcissa Malfoy from Harry Potter, real life husband, the star of Billions. And so for a lot of people who watch Billions, they were like, why was he missing that one season he was missing but still in the show? He was widowed. He was mourning his wife. So he was still in the show but not in the show because real life, she passed away. And that was a sad connection for me to make because I was like, why is he not here? And that is because that is his real life wife. That is why she's no longer in Peaky Blinders. But yeah, she's Narcissa Malfoy from Harry Potter, married to Axe, what's his name from Billions. So you're welcome. Another random connection that no one asked for, but here we are. And this really only happens with things that I watch over and over or just thoroughly enjoyed or whatever. I'm very excited though for the movie. It looks like it's going to be fantastic, Coco. I'm usually not a fan of a show essentially what's going on, or do we need to make an appointment immediately or sooner? Because I don't like that. Um, Please, everyone, hugs and hearts for Sissix in the chat. Send them warm and healing energy for a quick recovery. Because just to be sick and then the weather's just doing all manners of things. So we hope you are feeling 100% sooner rather than later. Oh, yep, everyone, send all the love Sissix way, please and thank you. I have seen Game of Thrones, Coco. Is there a Peaky Blinders connection that I missed? There's another one from Peaky, not from Game of Thrones. Arthur, Vikings. Vikings is another. I love period pieces, by the way, guys. And I'm also not finding the type of stove oven I want, and that's making me really sad. So just in case we thought I forgot what I was supposed to be doing here, I didn't. Okay, let's see. I think between these two, I want to go with this one. I wish it wasn't so pink. I guess. mm, Okay, I might have to maybe change my table. Maybe. Hold on. Let's just look at something. But what is the Game of Thrones connection? Because I'm missing it. I actually made one for my husband yesterday. I was watching Harry Potter. Filch is oh, I can't remember his name from Game of Thrones, but he kind of is like the first catalyst behind the Red Wedding. He's also in Captain America. Brief moment in time, but it counts. And my husband was like, "Why do you know these?" Because it's not me looking them up. It's literally just me going, "I know that face," after watching the thing 100 times. And he just did a Game of Thrones rewatch. So please tell me, what is the connection? Arthur is. Shut up! Shut up! Grey Worm's real life uncle. And like I said, he's also in Vikings. What is it? I want to call him Loki, but I know that's not the name. But he is in Vikings. Loved him in Vikings, actually. I remember watching Peaky Blinders and I was like, I know him, I know him, I know him. I stared at him forever until it finally clicked. He is also in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes as one of the bad guys. Just the range on that man is awesome. He's a great one. Okay, that adding that one to the database. Thank you, Coco. Thank you. I could do this all day. Okay, I am going to. There is another table that reminds me of the mahogany table that I chose. I just need to see the shade of brown as well as the footprint. I should have done this by oldest because I know it's one of like our OG tables. Ooh, it's this one, but I think it's gonna be too big. No, actually, the scale, we might be able to make something shake with it. Wait, how many mahogany? Wait, did we always have two mahogany tape? Also, clearly I never used it. I have one. And if you know me, you know this is the same table in different shades. Please tell me I'm not the only one just making this realization. Please tell me. Yay! That's real life clapping. That's not even the the sound effects. So happy to hear you're off the water and safe. But specifically off the water. Loki, thank you, Meg. I knew Loki was in there for a reason. Yes, Arthur from Peaky Blinders is Floki. And now we know he's Grey Worm's Grey Jesus. Grey Worm's uncle in real life. Jacob Anderson, he's my really? New Coco lore unlocked. Oh, learn something new every day. Also, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so you're gonna notice that many of these connections tend to originate in that realm. Queen's Gambit stared at him for hours. Dudley Dursley is in that as well. So he's in there with someone from Peaky and Harry. I feel like all of my favorite shows could be connected if I sat down and did it long enough. Okay, I can actually get rid of this table. Hold on, hold on. Is it truly that orange of an undertone, or is it the light? No, it does have a more orange undertone. Okay, great. So we are going to get rid of this one. Okay, we have twos of everything. The only thing I know for sure I'm keeping is basically the walls, the floors, and the ceiling. Okay, let's see. Oh, guys, I think we're gonna have to throw up some polls. Yeah. Actually, no, we don't have time for that. So we are going to do this real quick in the chat. Tables. This one, number 1, or this one, number 2. Ready, set, go. I'm going to drink some tea while you guys do that. So 1's in the chat for this one, 2's in the chat for this one. Okay, ready, set, go. Okay, sorry, I'm back because Meg, I just the other day realized that Eric Northman's father was real life. The connection just, it was an interview they did together for something. And I think Eric was late. And it was just the cutest father-son moment. And I was like, wait, their father and son? Loki's their brother? I need a minute to digest all of this. Because I also love True Blood. I love Eric Northman. Team Eric all day. He was in something I recently watched. Oh gosh. It'll come back to me. So I only just made that father-son connection the other day. I love a good Nepo baby. I'm not even gonna hold you. I did not know that was his. You know, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. The talent is just there. Oh, I know who Eric Northman is. You need to add the True Blood. But no, I know who Eric is. I did not know Sookie had books, Meg. Okay, I need to add that to my library. I see mostly 2s, even if it's just 2 2s. So boom, done. We are making clear-cut decisions. So now if we're looking at these 2 chairs, because I think it's still, the other chairs still wouldn't have worked, the ones that we eliminated. 1's in the chat for this one, 2's in the chat for this one. So 1's in the chat for the dark wood and blue, 2's in the chat for the elegant green. Ready, set, go. I didn't know Sookie had books. I'm gonna look that up. Is the show a direct adaptation of the books? Just so I can kind of know what I'm walking into. They have another brother that's an actor too. He plays the Pennywise. So that I haven't watched and don't plan to watch. That's where you lose me. Horror. That's where I tap out of the conversation. Give me a good period piece. Give me like a historical drama. Give me absurd action. Horror, gore, that's kind of sort of where you lose me. Yes, I know I also watched True Blood, but that doesn't count as horror in my book. I just I don't I can't explain it. All right, I got a 2 so far from Corgi for this chair. Let me give you guys a couple more seconds. 1's for this one, 2's for this one, or Corgi carries the vote with the 2. I will be right back. All right, I am back. All right, we're gonna go with the two. So Meg, basically what you're telling me is we're the same person. We're besties. Got it. Great. We go together real bad. Love that. Because I seldom know actor names. I know their character names. Eric Northman's Eric Northman. I know he has another name. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. All right, we're gonna do that. What is in this footprint is obnoxious, but okay. Last but not least, the ovens. The one for the purple, two for the pink. One for the purple, two for the pink. I'm gonna run to Scrooge real quick and do some shopping while you guys vote on the ovens, and I also have to craft more of the pink oven. I don't like seeing ones of things that I know I will enjoy using. Um, did I have to leave my house to go craft it? No, I forgot. I wasn't in my house. So yes, I did have to leave my house. So I need to craft more of that oven. Did I watch Tutors? No. So I added it to my list 'cause I think it's on Prime at the moment, maybe Netflix. I added it to my list because the main actor, I know him from something. I'm not remembering at the moment, but I know him. And everything else has just continued to push it down my list. Do I need to move it out? Or do you just have another fun connection for me? Or both? Tell me more, Coco. Tell me more. I am happy to move it up my list because I am currently in that weird spot where I have nothing to watch until Bridgerton comes out. Um, okay, first let's make, yeah, five of those. But then I also want to make more of that fireplace. All right, we got a two from Meg. Okay, Charlene Harris, Sookie Stockland. The show stays pretty true. Okay, stays to the books pretty well, but there is some differences. Like spoiler, the body in the car at the end of the first season isn't a woman. Say less. All right. So I last year started listening to books of things I've already watched. So I did all the Hunger Games, all the Harry Potters, all the Bridgertons. Right now I'm in the middle of Narnia. I'm not loving it though. The books aren't really grabbing me in the way that I would like. I'm giving it a little bit more time. But I don't think I'm gonna finish it, so I might just jump to the Sookie books. Excuse me. Yes, I did finish Queen's Gambit Corgi. I did. No notes. That's actually how we started this conversation. I was talking about how I recognized the actress from Peaky Blinders. Oh, let me get my wrought iron from the rat while he's here. Yeah, let's do our little DoorDash of the day. A little side hustle. I I don't need the wrought iron, but I like to get it. All right, what are we getting? Dream ice cream, dream fizz. Can I just put them in my pocket? Cause I have some. Well, I'll make them. No biggie. Where did I move my oven? Oh, forgot I made it the grill. Um, hold on. Tutors. Yes, so yes, I did finish Queen's Gambit Corgi. I very much enjoyed it. It was a nice watch, and so that's why I said I have nothing that I'm watching that I'm committed to in terms of shows right now. So if I need to watch Tutors, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I know how to binge, Coco. Let me know, and I will add it to the list. It's by the same person who wrote Vikings. I loved Vikings. Vikings got me to watch The Last Kingdom, and then I circled back and said, I guess I'll finally watch Game of Thrones. That's literally how it happened for me. So I didn't start on with Game of Thrones from its beginning. I think I watched it when it was like in its final season or something and did a full binge. So if the brain behind Vikings is behind Tudors, absolutely gonna start watching that today. Say less. And don't have to tell me twice. You have not watched Tudors. So I'm gonna watch it, Decorisa. If you want to wait for my feedback, I'm gonna watch it. Narnia are hard books to get through, but they are really full of story and really connected if you get through. Okay, I'm gonna give it I'm still pretty early in the first book. I decided to do it. Did I do it in published order or story order? I think I did it in like published order, not like the order of the story with like prequels and what's not. So I'm gonna give it a couple more, chapters. I'm working. Oh, you're just saying hi to Meg. Oh yes, because you've been lurking, Corgi. Yes. Oh, I love a good binge. All right, so this was three. Oh, I'm gonna end up with four because I had used my cooking flame for something else, planned on using it for something else, uh, and never came back. Oh, dog, I need three. Not two. Silly me. All right, let's do a quick little autofill, and then let's. You guys got me so excited with the TV. Good morning, Janice. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. How are you feeling? Is it a snow day for you? Are you safe from the storm? Fairy godmother, where is she? Coming up from the beach. Wonderful. Miss ma'am, slow down. Slow down. Grey's Anatomy series. Are you watching it in the present or are you doing like a binge from like way back and watching old episodes? I am behind on this season. So Anya had recommended Rain to me. I think Meg, you too. I got to the fourth and final season. I am struggling to finish the last three episodes. I'm not even gonna. I stopped like maybe 3 weeks ago. Tried to pick it up again a couple of days ago, and I was just like, this is too painful. Some of the characters have just gotten so unbearable for me, and I can usually sit through an unbearable character, but seeing as how I know exactly how the story ends, I'm like, I don't even care. But the lead in Rain, I was staring at her and I was like, why do I know this young woman? I'm bringing things to Minnie. Good gosh. Um, I was staring at her and I was like, where do I know her from? Where do I know her from? And it finally hit me. I know her from Grey's Anatomy. She's currently in Grey's Anatomy. Love seeing people get jobs. um, mm, 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 mm. Hold on, hold on. So yes, which Sussex? Where are you in Grey's Anatomy? Like watching it in the present? I'm behind this season. Or are you like taking it back from the beginning? The actress that plays Anne in Tudors also in Game of Thrones, but the first thing I ever saw her in was a movie in Casanova. Okay, I'm gonna watch Tudors. I'm gonna stare at Anne's face so that I can get there on my own. Oh, very curious. Okay, you have my interest piqued even more. Mm-hmm. I'm in the second to last season, but on Netflix. Gotcha, Sussex. Okay, gotcha. I just realized we're wearing the same outfit, Lady D. Twin, where have you been? But you're wearing the masquerade heels. I tried it with the masquerade heels first, and I think it was the purple bottom. I was like, nah, I didn't want to see that. So I went with this one. First day of your official vacation. Congratulations, Janice. Now, are you on vacation as in you're taking a trip or just not going into work? What kind of vacation are we having at the moment? Both are fine. I'm simply being nosy. Both are absolutely fine. All right, where is Fairy G? Wonderful. I don't know about you guys in your valleys, but my fairy godmother and my Merlin are always in the same general vicinity. Either they're besties or they go together, or both. No, didn't matter to me either way. It's just something I've observed in my valley. Give me my things. Ooh, today was an 8 day. All right, and I didn't mean to talk to you, but sure. Oh, actually, I am eating a croissant toast at the moment. Um, all right, done. Now let's go buy things from Scrooge. Beat it. I don't like Sully, in case anyone was wondering or unsure. All right, we're gonna buy more tables. The floral hills are one of my favorite pairs of shoes in the game, so I can't blame you. And it's one of the very, very few premium shop outfits that I bought, mainly for the shoes. They got me with the shoes, and I was glad that it was one of the few where the shoes are separated from all the other pieces. So yeah, they got me. It came back around, I think, in my recommended or maybe like a spotlight, and I got it. All right, going to get, excuse me, that table that for whatever reason, I only have one of this. I mean, I don't use it often. I don't like having one of things, unless I know, like, no, there's zero chances of me using it. So things that's like, oh, it's very niche, I like to have at least 3 to 5. And this is why one of the quality, I need more of this table. One of the quality of life updates I wanted to the Scrooge shop was, I'm happy for the filtering at least, but I do wish we could sort by quantity. I still haven't bought the table that I came here to buy yet, have I? I think I passed it. Oh, I'm a little low on that one. I use this crafting table in a few places. I use these tables a lot, but let me not blow through my 1,000 on base game tables. Not just yet. Okay, I passed it for sure. So let's just go ahead and do that. All right. Merlin and Fairy Godmother are always together. Okay, so it's not just me. And they will disperse real quick. See, you see how they faked like they weren't fishing together when I came behind the houses? You guys ain't low. I think Merlin and Fairy Godmother would be an adorable couple, but they probably forget they're together and they're, you know what, they are. That might be what's also happening. They don't know what they're doing. Let me just make this a nice spot. Oh, I meant to go. Oh, okay. I didn't do it right. Just wanted one. Make it a nice 5. Where's the table I'm actually looking for, though? Wait. Am I losing it? We saw 2 mahogany tables, right? Okay, let me focus. Okay. Okay, my next thing is gonna be use the search bar that I always forget we have. Okay, reset filters. I always forget we have it because I don't actually reach for it very often. I'm usually pretty good with just sorting and filtering. Guys, please confirm for me that I'm not losing it. When we were in furniture mode, there were 2 mahogany tables, right? I need to make sure that I'm not losing it. I'm gonna catch up on chat while you guys let me know that. Zara, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Vecna, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? How are you both doing today? Are you guys impacted by the storm? Is it a snow day? Are you safe, warm, cozy? What is going on? Happy Monday to you both. And also, thank you for 32 likes on the stream. What? Look, guys. Guys. What? You know what that calls for? That calls for a round of applause. Thank you guys. Round of applause for all of you for the 32 likes, for hanging out with me this morning. It means a lot to me. And I almost didn't stream this morning. So I am glad because I wasn't sure. I was like, do we want to decorate? I was like, well, I'm going to be decorating anyway. If no one shows up, ASMR stream. So thank you guys for hanging out and being here. Means a lot to me. It does a lot for the channel. It does a lot for my ego. But no, seriously, thank you so much, everyone. Um, ooh, a cruise. So you had to fly out early from east to avoid the storm. Smart, yes, good. And I'm glad you were able to get out. A mother-daughter cruise, a short one, but excited for our first solo vacation. Oh my gosh. So, since we've been a family of four, we have not been on a family vacation. My daughter and I for sure have not ever had a solo vacation, but we've had like little day trips, my daughter and I. And so I can only imagine what that is like in vacation form. That sounds so amazing and fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe, restful, happy time. Even if it is short, like it can be amazing no matter what. Not here for a long time, but a good time. So I love that for you. And I'm glad you were able to get out ahead of the storm and arrive safely. All right. Everyone's saying hi to Zara. Okay, yeah, that's the only thing that would make sense, right, Meg? That it was a quest item. That is so trash. And that's the table that I came here for. And okay, at least it's not the table we voted on, so I will just still always have that one. Lots of snow where you are, Vecna. Do you have to be out in the snow, or are you at least safe indoors and warm somewhere? But sending you all the warm thoughts all the same. Guys, please do not let me forget before we end stream. I did some tinkering with some things on my back end that I need to test. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to get derailed. I just want to make the test really, really quick because I know if I do it now, since there's time ahead of me, I'll keep tinkering with it, and then next, we haven't finished the room we're working on. Yeah, well, I'm even more glad we went with this one. And I think I only saw twos, so that means we went with this oven. I like this combination that you guys whipped up. See, we did it. Okay, so we're gonna do Eden. So this doesn't need to be centered or the focal point anymore. And I think I'm actually gonna offset the kitchen, so the door, so that when you walk in, you're kind of walking through, like in between where the kitchen is and where you're eating. Let's do this here. Yeah. And then let's actually do the table this way. And then we'll have the seating this way. No one needs to sit at the head of this table. Oh, this footprint. Really? Wow. That feels excessive. Okay. I mean, it's also DDB. So do I need to turn the rug? So that the chairs at least, and I can't get it. Sheesh. Alright. Game loft. Oh, glitch loft. Alright, let's do that. Okay. This feels... I might end up changing the rug. Okay, if we do this here, storybook veil. Which one? Because I feel like we had more stuff. Yes, I knew there was another one. So it's clearly not under appliances. or kitchen? Because I filtered by both. Meg coming in hot with the Rex today. Woo. I think that's the beauty though of when you're decorating and have zero vibes. Do I need to buy it or craft it? Because I know exactly which one you're talking about. I have it in my pantry. You're working in the office, Vecna. Please be safe. Especially if you have to be on the road. I do know that for some people it is unavoidable depending on the industry you're in or if honestly your employer cares. So please be safe. Enjoy your lurk. I will be adding a post to my, oh gosh, what is that, community tab, for people to just kind of just check in, let us know that you're safe, that you're well. And so when I do that, please, Vecna, when you get a chance, just check in, let us know that you've gotten to and from where you need to be safely. But yes, also enjoy your lurk. Do I need to buy that stove? Or do I craft it? Yep, the brick oven. Yep. Do you know off the top of your head if I need to buy it or craft it? It's under Sleeping Beauty. Let me just, because I can see it outside. Because I think I've actually placed it outside as well. And then let's find Sleeping Beauty. No, that's Maleficent, which I think is the live action Sleeping Beauty. Rustic brick oven. Okay, we're just gonna go back in the house, guys. I'm just gonna go back in the house. Thank you, Meg. Okay, so one of the tests I'm just gonna do. Ash, I'm not taking your job, I promise. Just testing something. All right. That was. This is very much giving choose your own adventure. Okay, oh, I don't think it worked. Did you guys see anything pop up on the screen? So it didn't work. Cool. And the other thing I wanted to test was this. Nicole, you're the first name I saw, so I'm just gonna make you my guinea pig. You can ignore it. But I don't think either one of my tests worked. Cool. That just means keep tinkering. But I won't tinker on stream. I promise. Alright. Nicole, you can ignore the duel, by the way. Guys, this, I know we did, the vote, but are we thinking this, the pink or the brick? One's for the pink, two's for the brick. I can make it work with either one of them. I can absolutely make a case for either one of them. Okay, yeah, it did not work. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, you saw that, right, Meg? So that's why I quietly just went back in the house. Because I'm like, I know I love it. I don't even know why I didn't remember it. I just knew there was another one. Yeah, no, both of these I think tell a different story, but both could work. So are we thinking, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Pink or brick? I think I can keep building while I let y'all. One's for the pink, two's for the brick. And I think we're gonna go for another 30 minutes before we start to call it. Get the little settled in. start everyone's day. Okay, if you guys want to see, so this is what this would look like with the cabinets. So I'm just going to do a wraparound. It turned from built-in armoire to a wraparound. And this is what this one would look like. So again, we can make some shake with both of them. And we're just going to keep going. And I'll delete however many I need to delete once y'all vote. If you're doing kitchen dining, pick 2, but just dining, do 1. 2 was the brick. 1 was the pink. I forgot that quickly. It is kitchen dining. We are doing kitchen dining. So the brick. Are we thinking the brick? I think I understand your sentiment, Meg, and that makes sense to me as well. Let's just keep wrapping around. Okay, there we go. All right, we got a 2 from Meg. Anyone else? 1's for the pink, 2's for the brick. All right, and then we will stop taking votes when I'm done placing these cabinets. So I also will know how many I need to delete. I like the pink, but both are nice. Fair, yeah, that's what I said. We can make something shake with both. You know what? This just gives me a chance to save the pink because I do have to craft it. Because also we have 50 houses to decorate. That pink stove will get used. That's for sure. I'm just trying to see where. Do I want it centered to the table? Oh, it won't center to the table if I need to delete cabinets anyway. So I think I'll just put it here. All right, so we're deleting these. I think I need to drop you one. Yeah. And don't worry, the chandelier will go back. I did not forget. Or did I? Or did I? I do love the character of the brick. And it looks really, really nice with these cabinets. These cabinets, if I'm not mistaken, clip. Yep. Love it when a plan comes together. Is this a waste of cabinets? Debatable. But I do love when I come across the occasional item that can clip. Okay, let's move this table over so I'm not hitting my shin when I walk in here. Lovely. And I think we can still keep it this size, like the kitchen size. All right, sinks. I know I have a custom fridge that I made, just basically a brown. How am I washing my hands? How are we washing the dishes? All right, let's see. All right, Coco also said 2. Wonderful. I have so many undecorated houses. I am loving decorating them. I enjoy decorating them. This is just so in the past, the way I did it was decorate outside, like do a biome, the house is in that biome, then decorate it. So it kind of always hinged on my exterior progress as well. Let me just throw this up there because that's the light I'm using. I am really enjoying this sort of hyper focus. Can I get away with this? Yeah, because like the pink isn't as loud. I'm just gonna put that there. This hyper focusedness on the interiors, regardless of if its surrounding environment is decorated or not. I haven't done that before. And so, yeah, we hit 21 yesterday. This one will be number 22. And then we'll roll the die again, and round we'll go. And it won't necessarily always be just back to back to back interiors, but I am for sure enjoying this focus because I love doing interiors. Fun fact, for the longest, I thought this was a functioning stove and that I simply had a glitch. Like, I put in complaints. Not a functioning stove, and it's not supposed to be. So, in case anyone else like me was like, why is my furnace not cooking anything? Because it's not supposed to. So, how teal is this teal? It's very teal because if it was close enough to the green, I think I would have made it my sink. Um, hmm. I'm just gonna park that there. Because this house doesn't have to be perfect. It is again a forest house. Oh, I need to add a radio to the living room. I do wish you see how like they did it really well with the Dapper collection. This is a perfect example. Although it doesn't have uppers. Yeah, it doesn't have upper cabinets, but it has a stove. It has its counter. It has its corner. It has a sink. I wish all the collections were just complete like that. Okay, I just wanted to see how red that red was. Oh, that's cartoon. See, this is another one though. It's just counters. Oh, and it has shelves. That's it. Let's see. We checking our sugar cube balances. How are we doing? Oh, okay. I need a good reason to do a giveaway today. Let me ponder. Let me ponder. Because I have sugar cubes in my purse that are burning a hole in my pocket. However, the dual, so I was just testing something else that I did, but the dual function does work. So if anyone wants to challenge anyone to a duel, I think I did craft one. Meg, I think. Let's check. Um, that also earns you additional sugar cubes, whoever wins said duel. So you would do exclamation point duel space, tag like the actual handle of the person that you want to challenge. So at Meg AMA1207, for example, and then space and the amount of sugar cubes you would like to wager on your duel. You win, you get the sugar cubes. They win, they get the sugar cubes. If it's a draw, everyone gets the sugar cubes. I decided to do it that way instead of you get nothing. But it's just split the difference if it's a draw. All right, let's see if I do. I think I did craft one. Oh, I crafted three. Okay, I think, yeah, in between the cabinets. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think we can quiet all the yellow. See, why didn't they give this collection a cabinet? All right, so I think we're gonna put the fridge here. Now let's put it here. I'm just hoping and assuming it fits in there. Yes, built-in appliances. Let's go. And then I actually kind of like the idea of the sink being off to the side, maybe not necessarily built in, like behind here. Okay, guys, so which one do we like? The old one or the Alpine one? Okay, let me look at all of this and also like get it to save and all that. Fully synced. Alright, ones for this stone one. 2s for the alpine. I crafted 5 just to start. Yeah, I have several colors I know I want to do. I started crafting some of the alpine stuff simply because I wanted to see what they look like. I didn't craft a bunch. I think I ended up crafting the sink though because I did use it in a build, and I was like, oh, I actually like it. I didn't want to craft a bunch of items, even though I could uncraft them, because I didn't want to have resources used on things I didn't like. Okay, fridge is there. I might add a little something to this. I think I meant to change the color of the handle just so I could tell it's a fridge. And then I forgot. So yeah, 1s for the stone, 2s for the alpine. I think if we do the alpine, we'll probably put it built in, maybe. Actually, no, I think it'll still work off the side, to be quite honest. If we do the stone, it'll stay off to the side. I think that's what I'm gonna do. While we do that, I'm going to just kind of see where I want to place some of these. I love this item, and I wish we kind of had more kind of tchotchke type of things like that. And where do I want to put my spice rock? Okay, somewhere in here, I think we're gonna stop the cabinet. I got really attached to my wraparound. I'm not even gonna, okay, I'll use this wall. It'll have counters, but not uppers. Yeah, I think that'll be what I do with this wall. All right, I see 2s going once, going twice. Sold. Give that girl a sink. All right. Kind of like a dry bar, but it's not a dry bar. Now, in theory, should my spices be near my oven? Yes. Do I live here though? No. That's the witch's problem. And she didn't get herself an interior designer. She was just building this house on vibes. All right, let's see. Oh no, I read that one already. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do the spices. Okay, there we go. And she has a tea kettle. All right, let's see. I think. Ooh. These two feel like they're fighting each other. Hold on. I'm working through something in my brain. And the shelf is being funky again. All right, let me get into a different angle. Oh, I don't have time for this. Let's try this one, and then I'll try the one that has books on it. And then where's the other one? Just so I have it on hand. It's older. Oh, I forgot about the Remy one. All right, we'll play with a few options. We have our pots. Don't mind me just throwing things on the wall. This one. There we go. Alright. This feels too new, so I think we're gonna not use that one. I can always just do a stack of bowls. This is too big unless I bring it over here. I don't hate this. It's actually almost perfectly straight. I can look past this little jump in the space. I bring it down. Is that pot too close to the... Okay, which one will bother me more? The bump from this cabinet to the shelf, or the lack of space between the frying pan and the counter? I think I can live with this more. I think just the sight line just of that bump will drive me crazy. Yes, okay. Do that. All right, let's come back over here. Okay, unless I do another little... I don't know if I love that though. Oh, or maybe, I don't know. Well, if we double it up. Nope, nope, nope. That won't work at all. I'd put the spice right between the, hold on. The door and the wraparound. The cups above the sink. Hold on. The single counter in the corner with a tea kettle. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna have a tea kettle. Yeah, the shelf. This shelf is looking too new because I know the stream is sometimes behind where I'm up to. So I'm gonna let you catch up, but what did you say about the shelf, the spice rack? The door and the it seems very obvious now. That actually feels like a very obvious solution. Yes, I'm trying to center it above the X in the wallpaper. No, it is not working. And so, yes, I might move the wallpaper a little bit. Yes, that is a thing I'm going to do. I like that. Let's find the wallpaper. Arendelle, 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 Arendelle. Oh, look at that. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so I got that. The cups around the sink. Do you like the cups here, Meg? Or do you want to see them above the sink again? I don't even think I had them above the sink at any point. So let's see. I don't even think I tried that. Ah, yeah. Picking up what you're putting down. Picking up what you're putting down. Oh, the oven mitts one's too. Yeah, it's very modern by comparison. I know we have another one from when we got Mulan. So let's do kitchen wall. I don't know if it's actually under Mulan. And if that one doesn't work, because that one's also pretty large. I think it might work better. If not, I can literally just do the pots. It's so big. Sheesh. Okay, yeah, well, you just don't fit. So there's that. I can also just do the pots doubled up. I'm gonna put those other cabinets back and literally just do that. Hold on, do I want this shelf moment here? Doesn't that seam is gonna bother me. No. No. That's gonna bother me. I think I'd rather close that. Hold on, I think the cups on the wall in the corner where you had them might be better. Yeah, this kind of nestled away in the kettle, and what's not can live here. And then let's look at the, I know which one you're talking about. Oh, why did I leave wall? I still need wall. That's the focus. It's the details, guys. That's where, I mean, I've spiraled over the larger items as well. But that's where I tend to really spend the bulk of my time when I'm doing my interiors. Oh, I'm gonna do that back. Alright, let's see. You might live nowhere. That's where you might live. You might not live in this kitchen. And that's okay too. I actually kind of got attached to this one. Hold on. Let me see. Does this work on this wall? It's so dang big. Sheesh. Okay, do we like it? Do we love it? I do love the details on this one. I'm trying to go up so you guys can see it. This, what I believe is like a sack of onions and the wok and the different utensils. I do love how detailed it is. Let me get on the ground. Let me just get this out of my line of view. Get this out of here, because remember, this isn't like a new build house. We're and then I can just actually just put a stack of bowls here. Thank you. Also, I am so glad that I was able to add sound to that. Thank you, Ash. Have some of my beverage. Thank you. Everyone, please also hydrate and stretch with me. Ooh, roll your wrists, roll your ankles, roll your neck. Unless you're driving. Unless you're driving. Safety first. 10 and 2. Okay, how are we? No, you're good. I know you are working, Ash, so you are doing just fine. Hold on. Okay, what do we think? I am tempted to put something on the floor here, even though clearly I shouldn't block my cabinets. I actually, this has nothing to do with the other dilemmas we had. Kind of make this look like a tall pantry and not a cabinet. Yep, look at that. Right on time. Even Streamlabs is like, no worries, girl. Quiet company still counts. Lurkers make the room feel lived in. And guys, we have 33 likes. Thank you so very much. We are actually about to wrap up. This was fun. I'm gonna leave these things here. We're gonna ponder, might play around with some things. I might even take like 2-3 pictures and let you guys vote on the community post. I'll see how much tinkering I do. Um, wow, this thing is huge. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that it's not hitting the ceiling. So that is not bad at all. Most undignified. Wow, ooh, the timing of. Oh no. Okay, let me know if you guys can still hear me because I may or may not have dropped my laptop. So let me know if you guys can still hear me. If it's not that funny. My child is cracking up. Yes, Ash, thank you for reminding me. Oh, how dare I forget? We do have a new Bridgerton command. If you have not used it, it is rumored in the town that the Cozy Rocky, aka Ash, has caught the eye of Benedict Bridgerton. Ash. Oh, well, you might have to fight Sophie for him. But thank you for the reminder. Please have fun. This is one of the free commands. Exclamation point Bridgerton to see who you may or may not be courting or courted by from the Bridgerton brood. Okay, so this is what happens when you walk in. Let me put my chandelier back in the middle of it. You do craft it. You craft it using resources from Wish Blossom Ranch. It is stunning. I love that it comes with a little tea towel as well. While I just remember those tea details, let me just place them. Ash, so you would do duel space whoever you're wanting to duel, and then space the amount of sugar cubes you want to wager. And then we will determine an outcome. The challenger, the challenged, one of you will win the amount of said duel. And well, if they accept, um, and if it is a draw, we split the difference. All right, let's see. Corgi. Quiet gossips. Oh, excuse me. Quiet gossip links cozy corgi with Eloise Bridgerton. How improper. Seeing as how Eloise decided she wants to stay on the shelf for now. Oh, indeed. All right. The Ton murmurs that Daphne Bridgerton finds Meg most intriguing. Well, I must say Meg is quite intriguing. So, who would you like to duel, Ash? Ooh, Corgi has accepted. Okay, let's do this. So, for those of you who missed it, I did realize slash learn that Twitch will do it automatically. Um, what is this thing? YouTube will not. So I have to go in and let us determine what the outcome is. Let us see. The duel ends in a draw. The duel ends in a draw. Honor is satisfied on both ends. All good. All good. How much did Ash wager? Wager 10. So that means each of you earns 5 sugar cubes. Let's go ahead and do that. See, there are no losers. There are no losers in the parlor. So each of you walks away with 5. You both aimed at the sky. Exactly. Exactly. So we are going to give Ash her 5 sugar cubes. And then we are going to give Porgy 5 sugar cubes. Wonderful. Love it. Everyone lives to see another dawn. All right, thank you guys. That was fun. I the tinkering that I was testing earlier, I was searching for tea. And then we are gonna wrap up because it is 9:13 my time. It's just to add a visual element. and a sound element, so kind of like with the hydrate that I was able to do. So I'm gonna keep working on that. um I'm just kind of gonna drop some tea things here to play around with later. Like I said, if we're back this evening, I am unsure if we're back this evening. It'll probably be an ASMR stream. We can resource grind or we can decorate. We'll do a poll at that stream if I come back, and then we'll take it from there. But thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you for another amazing morning in the valley. Let's stand here with our bebes, Sven and Max. Thank you so very much for helping me decorate. Meg, Jeans is not here today, but Jeans is the one that started this off with the theme. Meg for all the ideas, all of you for chiming in. Coco, Janice, are you able to craft the sink, by the way? Thank you for all the amazing creators who came in. Jam, sharing your community with me. Although, Jam, if you're hearing this, that means you didn't leave, and so that's a problem. But Jam, Keto, Naturally, Coco, the Cozy Rocky, aka Ash, aka our guardian of the cozy, Paw Prince, and hearts in the chat for Ash, our mod. The Decorista, I don't know if you're still here, but so many amazing creators. Topher, the Topher and Ash are over on Twitch. Everyone else is here on the tube of the U. Thank you so much for joining me. And then you guys here in the chat, in the parlor, thank you for, did we hit 35? Guys, we hit 35 likes. We did it. I mean, it wasn't an official goal, but if it ends in a 5 or a 0, it always excites me. So thank you so very much. You guys know the deal. I cannot officially raid anyone, but let's see if anyone new is streaming. Let's go. Sorry, I just got so excited. And she actually is also playing DDV, so that is perfect. So please, we are going to do a Danbury raid. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I am going to have to raid and run because, you know, it's a school day over here. Gotta get, you know, everyone situated. Hubs and I like to tag team, and so I'm gonna go do my part while everyone else does their part. But if we could please go show new some love. I'm just grabbing the link quick. For some reason it's not pasting. What is going on? Give me 1 second, guys. YouTube. Okay. I'll just do it from the chat on my phone because I don't have time for this. I will just do it from my own. There we go. Okay, there we go. Danbury raid. One of these days, though, I won't have to do this because we'll be able to officially track, raid people. But till then, okay, this should work now. Follow the link in the chat. Show new some love. If you have to be out in the storm, please stay safe. Get to where you're going safely. I hope there's minimal damage in the areas that you're in. If you are safe out of the storm, love that for you. Stay cozy, stay warm. I will be adding a community tab post just if you guys want to use it as a way to kind of just check in and say, I made it, I've arrived, I'm, you know, cozy, I'm gaming, I'm doing all the things. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week in case we do not connect again. Thank you so much, Corgi. That really means a lot to me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.